Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Huskers will put toe to leather to crank us up. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Stanford's offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Fires one high and deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Brown will throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this defense picking up.
Huge effort by David Ncaa, set a new record, lasted nearly an hour. Every part of their bodies has to be hurting right now. Joe, come on over. Huge effort. See the ball game, we're still second inning. You'll see it tonight. Everybody loves this game. And live to see another day. What's the feeling about this? I can tell.
Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple of weeks.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Catch in the middle. It's strong. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Caught by alignment, off the deflection.
And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They want to just keep throwing it. Gets it out quickly. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Abdullah. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Husker! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
Nebraska 14, Stanford 0.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Blackburn. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Bring in the heat. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Trying to get behind the defense. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on second down for this offense. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. He uncorks one deep. He's got it inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so...
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his...
And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Nebraska, 35, Stanford, 10.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Running back goes in motion. Brown wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Stanford quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's still running after the move. Giving him his pads. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the 1st half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job, force.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Indiana. He'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
At the 37-yard line. That's a 1st down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the 1st half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's into the open down the middle. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Husker.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass, showing the arm strength down the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the route is on.
So this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down here for the offense. Brown will throw it. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That completion delivers a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Rousseau. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
56, Stanford.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, feeling some heat. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. And back to the air on 2nd down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally.
Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They
throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Huskers. And the beatdown has ensued. He has been surgical. Precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He'll toss it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Stanford lines up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He slings it deep to the left. It's complete. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the punishment has been extended. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. The run from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Brown wants to pass. Trying to get to him. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They're bringing heat. On the move and looking deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. That's why you love that.
Intercepted by
Defense, they stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He rifles one deep to the left. Touchdown, Husker! And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Nebraska 84.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw it again. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Stanford now has it in the red zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are...
Got it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Brown wants to pass. This time he's got it.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all...
And he throws another interception. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Quarterback empties his backfield. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And an explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Snagged in the middle, it's Blackburn. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going up top on first down. He makes a catch. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll just keep slinging it. Good timing on the quick out. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Brown will throw it. Got his man quickly. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking it.
Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They're trying to get to him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment.
He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And he added the extra point. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Brown wants to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.
Fires and picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass.
Going over the top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Coming after it. He's got it. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Slides away. Buying some time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take it.
Unleashes one deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Looking for more room. Obliterates him, still on the move. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Brown will throw it. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way a coach is spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it inside the 25. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college.
Really hard to see them all. But that's